Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. My name's Renee. Thank you so much for clicking on the video. I appreciate you being here. Today I have a special video and I can hardly believe that I'm filming this right now. I'm like beyond honored. So if you want to see what I'm getting into, which you probably could tell by the thumbnail and the title, then stick around because I'll be right back. Alrighty guys, so I got a message from Christina at Gourmande Girls not too long ago, and she said that she wanted to send me her upcoming release, and I was like floored. Absolutely. I have like, I want to say 6 or 7 other palettes from Gourmande Girls, and I love them all. This one is a little special though. So the fact that she sent this one to me, like, it just means a lot. And I have never been able to film a video before a launch or a reveal. And this palette hasn't even been revealed yet. And I just got it in the mail a couple days ago. So I'm super stoked. I'm filming this on the 13th. I'm filming this on the 13th. The reveal goes up on the 15th, so this will probably be posted on the 15th. And the actual release is on the 19th. So anyways, without further ado, let's get into this. This is Warriors Wear Pink by Gourmande Girls in collaboration with Doodles by the Bunny and Syria Soda. So if any of you know who Syria is, she kills it on the makeup looks. She is very talented, very talented. I can leave her IG, and I think she still has a channel. She doesn't post to it, but she does still have a channel, I believe, so I can leave that link down below, as well as Doodles by the Bunny's IG page. I don't know if Doodles by the Bunny has YouTube, but if she does and I find it, I will leave that linked down below as well as Gourmande Girls, which they're always linked down there because I do have a code with them, Nene10. I don't know if that will work on this one, but anyway, Syria is amazing, and she was diagnosed with breast cancer, hence why Warriors Wear Pink. And I believe that Christina is donating 5% of the sales of this palette to Syria, so that's amazing. Let's see what she looks like inside. I have not used this palette, but I did kind of take some pictures. I did some swatches, so I can insert some of that, some of those clips into the video. Oh my gosh, I'm having such a hard time. The palette looks just like the outer carton, and this came, by the way, very much packaged well. I mean, it was in this bubble wrap. And then there's like this like long bubble wrap that was wrapped around it. And then there was like little padding puff things, plastic puff things that were inside the mailer. So like, Christina, you killed it on the protection on this, for real. There is a nice size mirror in here. It's a really nice mirror too. I love it. And then it says on the mirror, I am a warrior. And then it just says Gourmande Girls right down here. But those are the shades. Is that not stunning, you guys? It's beautiful. And you can see the little like breast cancer ribbons inside and hearts. And then the colors are, we have Hope, Dreams, Susie, Cielo. I want to say that's Cielo. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Life, Faith, Brave, Syria, Fighter. Is that Tears or Fears? I don't have my glasses on, guys, so I think it might be Tears. Amor, Warrior, Peace, Familia, and Darkness. This is a beautiful palette, and I have no doubts it's going to perform wonderfully. So without further ado, let's create a look with this. I'm super stoked, you guys. Thank you so much, Christina. Like, I'm super honored that you sent this palette to me, like, before it's even launched. Like, I mean, that really means a lot to me. It really does, that you would just think of me like that. And I don't really, like, I don't have like anybody like super close to me that has been diagnosed or struggled with breast cancer, but I have been around it. My sister has a friend, Annette, who she worked with for a few years, and they've been friends like forever. And Annette was diagnosed with breast cancer, and I think she's been like cancer free for, I want to say like 15 years maybe, I think. And I think it was back in 2018, my sister had messaged me because they needed photographers for this pageant that they were putting on called the Living Pink Pageant. And the Living Pink Pageant was something that was put on every year by LaShare Productions. And I can't remember what his name is, but the guy that created LaShare Productions and that started putting on the Living Pink Pageant, he actually was diagnosed with breast cancer and struggled through that. So he created this pageant, and it's a nonprofit organization. I was having a hard time finding the website, so I'm not sure if they're still like a thing. I did read something about like they were going to be taking a step back because the Living Pink Pageant was it's very expensive to put on, and him and his husband, you know, were doing it, a lot of it themselves, if they couldn't, you know, find people to like donate and volunteer time and stuff. And a lot of people, there was like 3 of us that volunteered to take photographs. But when my sister hit me up and asked me if I would take pictures because they were looking for photographers, I was like, absolutely, because I love taking pictures. And then for it to be this, so what they do is they put on a pageant, and they have breast cancer survivors or people struggling with breast cancer come in, and they get their hair and makeup done. They go out and, well, the actual pageant, the people in the pageant will go out and buy dresses and stuff like that to be in the pageant. And what they do is they invite family and friends to come in. Whoever in the pageant brings the most money in is the one that becomes like the queen. And then everybody can come back every year as like the court. And the money that they raise goes to people to be able to get free mammograms at Carol Milgard, which is amazing because there's some people out there that don't have insurance, and getting mammograms can be really expensive, and some people don't have the means to be able to, and that's what the Living Pink Pageant helps provide. So for early detection, which is really important, it is very important for you to take care of your tatas and make sure you get your mammograms. And there is resources out there for people who don't have medical, you know what I mean? And then for the Living Pink Pageant, you can actually go on to their, okay, so that was Hope that I put all over my lid. I'm getting off on a tangent here. I'm sweating this morning. I don't know why. Our weather has been like bonkers, you guys. It was like 80 degrees for like a week, and then it was down to 50 for like 3 days, and now it's back up to like 80 again. It's ridiculous. Like, can't make up its mind what it wants to do. All right, so I think I'm going to go into Susie, which is the lighter pink on the top row, and tap that into my crease. But you could go on to the Living Pink. I think it was either the Living Pink pageant page or the LaShare Productions page, and you can actually fill out a application to be a part of the pageant, which is amazing. So I would go. It was a long day, you guys. It was a long day. I believe I have a video up on my page somewhere from when I did the Living Pink pageant the last time. So I will try and link that on the end screen if you guys are interested in watching it. But it was a long day because, like, the photographers go in early so that they can take pictures of all the people that are in the pageant, take pictures of them, you know, getting ready. And, you know, it was just it was a really cool experience. I got to do it 2 years in a row, 2018 and 2019, and then COVID happened. So they had to cancel the pageant in 2020, and it just hasn't come back yet, because I was a part of a chat, so they would message us, you know, information about where and when the pageant was, and asking if we were still, you know, willing to volunteer. And I will absolutely volunteer for that every single year, because I just feel like it's an amazing cause, and it really, really helps out, you know, for people who can't afford insurance or to be able to get a mammogram, which is so important for early detection. You know, the earlier you detect it, the quicker that they can take care of it and, you know, get you cancer free. You know what I mean? I do have, not my family, but my ex-husband's family, so kind of sort of my family. She was just diagnosed with stage 4 breast cancer, and she's been going through chemo and radiation, and she's also getting a double mastectomy. And so from time to time she updates on Facebook where she is in her journey, and she's fighting hard. She's fighting hard, and I'm sending love and prayers to her, you know, always, that I really hope she's able to, you know, get through all of this and survive. Her and her son and my son used to go to my ex-husband Aunt Judy's house, and they would spend the night there and hang out. They were like pretty good buddies, you know, when they were younger. They haven't really stayed in touch over the years because, you know, a lot of stuff has happened, you know, with my divorce and everything like that. So I'm thinking that looks pretty good. I really need to get my brows done again, you guys. I'm literally sweating right now. All right, so I think I'm going to go into Syria. I'm using my Singe Beauty brushes, and this is the E01 brush. I like to use this one to put the shades down on the outer V here. So I'm going to go into Syria, and I am just going to tap it on the outer V here. I still can't believe, like, I'm filming this right now. Like, I'm like blown away. I'll leave the website and everything linked down below so that you guys, if you're interested in, you know, purchasing this palette, I mean, right? I mean, hello. There's a little bit of kick up, but it's not too terrible, and I don't mind that. So, yeah, I would go check out Gourmande Girls, because, I mean, I've never had an issue with any of the palettes. They all perform really great. The pigment is there. They're amazing palettes. They really are. I love them so much. And Christina, she's always been super kind to me, you know, very supportive to me. And, you know, if I post a picture using one of her palettes, you know, she'll share it, which not a lot of people do, you know what I mean? Not a lot of brands or companies will, like, reshare you, and, like, it makes you feel really good. It really does. It makes you feel, like, noticed, like, validated, and, like, it just feels good when you use somebody's, like, I don't expect to get PR from anybody. I don't. Like, it would just really be nice for people to notice you and share you out. You know what I mean? Like, Ice Cream Beauty is really good about that as well, which Gourmand Girls actually created a couple palettes for Ice Cream Beauty. Was it last month? Yeah, last month. And there was 2 palettes. You could get both of them if you paid an extra $7, or you got one or the other. And those are really good palettes too. I love them. So, you know, I feel like it just feels really good when you get noticed, you know, and get shared out. Like, it's like they appreciate you, you know what I'm saying? Like, nobody's paying me to use their makeup or post videos or pictures, you know what I mean? Like, it's not like I'm getting paid for this. Like, I genuinely share this stuff because I enjoy it, because I like it, because I want to share, you know, my makeup looks and stuff like that. Like, it's just, I enjoy doing this. And so when you put something out there and somebody shares it and notices it, it just feels really good. And like this palette being, you know, for Syria, who's, you know, got breast cancer, and for her to make a donation to help Syria, because I'm sure that struggling through all of this, it can't be, you know, cheap, and any kind of little bit of stress that can be taken away can only help, you know what I mean? Because they always say, like, stress can really make things worse with your health and your physical and mental health. Stress can, you know, make it worse. So any kind of help to alleviate some of that stress, you know, financially or whatever, can, you know, it can only do good. And I feel like, you know, Christina has done a few things where she donates to help, and I just think that's amazing, because I don't think, you know, a lot of companies do that, you know, recognize things like that and want to help and want to do good and like create things specifically for a cause, you know what I mean? Well, I mean, some people do, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if that makes any sense. But I just want Christina to know how much I appreciate her giving me the opportunity to have this palette before it even launches. Like, it means a lot. It really does. And Syria, you're amazing. You got this. You keep fighting, girl. You're going to make it through all of this and come out shining like the queen that you are, which you already do, because you're like, I mean, you're just amazing, an amazing talent. And like, I've seen, you know, how sweet you are with other creators and, well, your friends, you know what I mean? Like, you think about others, you know, even with everything that you're going through. And that's like, speaks volumes of the type of human that you are, that you could be going through something super hard and you're thinking about other people. Like, I see, and I think that's amazing. All right, now, what do we want to put on the lid? I'm thinking maybe Dreams. I think Familia would be too much for this look, and I'm trying to keep it in the pink category. So, yeah, I think I'm going to go in with Dreams, which, that's pretty. I'm going to use my finger to tap it on, because I feel like I will get the best pigment from that. You could also wet your brush. I'm sure that would work. But I'm not very good at that. You know what I mean? Like, I'm always afraid I'm going to mess up, like, the shadow if I wet my brush, because, like, you can dip your brush into it and then you wet your brush so that you don't get hard pan. But in my mind, it's like, but what if I have to dip the brush back into the pigment to pick up more? Isn't the brush going to be wet, and wouldn't that get the shadow wet? You know what I mean? I don't know if that makes any sense. I'm retarded. I don't know what I'm talking about this morning. That's super pretty, guys. That's super pretty. I'm trying to get it more over to blend in with the other shades. That's super pretty. All right, let me get the other eye. It sounds like Christina, Gourmande Girls, is going to be working with Doodles by the Bunny from now on for the artwork on her palettes. So that's pretty cool. You know what I mean? Like, all the palettes have been, like, the Spooked palette, and I'm trying to think of all of them. It's hard. I have so many of them, and I can't remember all the names of the palettes, but I can leave a list of them down here so you know which palettes that I have. Alrighty, now I think I'm going to go into Darkness, which is the black shade in the palette, and I'm going to put that on the lash line here as kind of like a liner, because I prefer to use eyeshadow for my liner, just because I feel like it's easier for me to apply it. I'm not really good at the liquid liner thing, although I don't really, I mean, I guess I could be if I practiced a little bit. Alrighty guys, I got the black laid down. I did take a little bit of the Suzy on my Singe Beauty EO3 brush just to kind of blend out a little bit here. I think it's looking really pretty. I feel my pink fantasy coming to life. I'm going to take a little more of the Syria on my EO1 brush, tap it off a little bit, and I'm just going to put a little bit on this lower lash line. The only thing with that black is I get it on my lower lash. I don't know if you can see that right there, but it like, I don't know, I get it on my lower like waterline here, which isn't no big deal, but just telling you what I'm saying. I don't know if it's like the way I apply the black, but anytime that I put black eyeshadow on my lash line, I always get a little bit of like transfer down to the bottom, which is so weird because I try to be so careful when I'm tapping it on, but somehow I get some on the waterline. All right, now I'm going to take my Singe Beauty EO5 brush right here, and I'm going to go into the Suzy color, which is the light pink, and just kind of buff this out a little bit. Alrighty guys, I'm going to get off of here, and I'm going to finish up, I feel like I'm sweating, finish up my liner, lashes, and possibly my lips I'll do when I come back, and yeah, we'll talk a little bit about my thoughts on the palette, so don't go anywhere, I'll be right back. Alrighty guys, I'm back and the look is done. I did, let's see, I used my KVD Cake Pencil for tight line. I did use this Wet n Wild liner for the waterline. I can't see what shade it is, but this is what it looks like right here. I put it in the waterline. I used my Essence Lash Princess mascara, which I actually need to put another coat on. My foundation is my Believe Beauty in Nude. I used my Maybelline Fit Me setting powder, my pressed powder, to set the face. I also used my number 7 concealer. I'm trying to empty it so I can use this applicator for my color pop, so I can use my color pop because the little doe foot thing broke off the bottom of it. What else did I do? LYS bronzer that I got in Bizy Beauty Customs. I did use my blush from the Natasha Denona Face Trio palette. For the inner corner, I did go in with Tears, which is like this, it kind of shifty, but I put that, it's like it shifts to pink, but I put that on my inner corner. And then the Peach Please from Hard Candy, I put, like, used it to blend out for my brow bone. I'm going to use my Say for the lower. Oh, you guys. Oh, you guys, how am I going to clean that up? How am I going to clean that up? I know when it's a little bit, you got to let the mascara dry. And then, oh no. I'm really scared right now. I'm really scared right now. Let's try it. Oh, wait. I think I fixed it. I think I fixed it. I just used the wet wipe and a little bit of concealer. And I think we're good to go. But anyways, thank you again, Christina, so much for sending this palette my way. Like I said, guys, everything will be linked down below. But I did want to read you something right now from from Christina's post on Gourmande Girls. It says, warriors deserve to be recognized. Warriors deserve to be celebrated. The tracking for our next palette finally updated. She's scheduled to be delivered this week, and we'll launch her. It says June 21st, but it's actually launching on the 19th, as long as everything goes as planned. Full reveal won't be until the middle of next week, which is the 15th is when she's doing the full reveal. For now, let me gush about Syria Soda 93, at Syria Soda 93. She's been fighting breast cancer for the entirety of our friendship. I'll talk more about her with each post as I go through the reveal. We made this palette together. This is her palette. Yes, a portion of the proceeds will go to Syria. Let me also gush about at Doodles by the Bunny. She designed the cover. Wait until you see it. This is a work of art. You won't be disappointed. And at Pixie Glow, your photos are always the most beautiful. Thank you, my love. So, yeah. I think it's a really cute palette. 15 pans. I'm not sure of the price. I haven't seen where it says anything about the price. And I forgot to ask when I asked Christina if there was anything that she wanted me to put in the video or when I could put it up, you know what I mean? So I forgot to specifically ask how much the palette's going to be, but I'm sure by the time this goes up, the reveal have been out there because I'm not posting this until after the reveal, and I can get the price from that and leave it inserted in here. But let me know, what do you guys think of this palette? Are you interested in picking her up? I think she's really pretty. I'm really excited to get into this blue here. I mean, that's just stunning. But the shades that I used, I think they worked beautifully. You know what I mean? I really like the shimmer shade, which was Dreams. Right here is the Dreams. I used this shade, and this shade. And then, of course, the black for the liner. So, yeah. I think you guys should go check out Gourmande Girls. And like I said, you're going to be helping a cause, you know, you're going to be helping to donate some money towards Syria for her fight against breast cancer. And we could all use a little help from time to time. And if we can do a little bit to help somebody out, why not? Alrighty, guys. Well, that's my video for today. Let me know what you think about my look. Let me know what you think about the palette. I think it came out stunning, but I've never been disappointed with a Gourmande Girls palette, and I doubt I ever will be. So anyways, with that being said, I'm going to let you guys go. I love you all so very much. Take care. Stay safe. If you're new to the channel, I hope you'll join Nene's Glam Squad. Join the family. Go down below, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you turn up the notification bell. That way you can get notified of any and all future uploads. If you wouldn't mind giving the video a big thumbs up, it truly means a lot, and it really does help out my channel to get noticed by other people. And leave a comment, say hi. Let me know that you stopped by and what you thought of the palette, what you think of the look. Have you tried Gourmande Girls? You know, let me know the 411. I forgot to tell you what I put on my lips. I used this lip liner I got in Ice Cream Beauty and this lip gloss that I got in Ice Cream Beauty. So anyways, I'm gonna let you guys go. I love you all. Go check out Gourmande Girls. Go check out all the other links that I'll have linked down below. All right, I love you guys, and I hope I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.